Good morning. Good morning. Oh, why am I so damn tiny, y'all? There we go. Yeah, I was tinier than hell. They done changed some stuff around on StreamYard since like the other day when I was on here. There's some new stuff. Good morning, get to know. Good morning, Miss Tracy. Good morning, Stiffy Soul. Good morning, Mr. Eric. Good morning, James Babe. Good morning. Good morning. I hope y'all had an amazing weekend. Went out and touched some grass. Y'all, I gotta tell y'all, I watched the new Salem's Lot this weekend. Was gonna watch Sinners and Saints. We still gotta watch that. I think it's just called Sinners, but I want to watch that one too with Michael B. Jordan and stuff. You know, because I've been seeing all the reels on it, and I gotta watch that. But the new Salem's Lot was actually pretty good. What I would say, it's not necessarily exactly like the OG original, but it stands in its own lane, and it's actually pretty good. I actually didn't mind it because most remakes of movies, they kind of mess them up. You know what I mean? The new Jeepers Creepers, mm don't waste your time. It pissed me off. Now you can watch it, see if you like it, but it pissed me smooth the fuck off. I'm just saying, when you watch it, if it don't make you a little mad, if you love the creeper and the lore behind it, I don't know what's wrong with you, but it made me mad. Anyway, um, the new Salem's Lot was the shiznit. If you have a chance to watch it, watch the new Salem's Lot. And yeah, it's coffee time, child. We got to drink our coffee this morning, chillax, get our talk on, see how everybody doing this morning. Did anybody do anything awesome this weekend? I watch movies. Oh, they got a new. Okay, so I tried this the other day. They got a new pickle sandwich at Sonic, and they got pickle fries and, well, not pickle fries. They're seasoned with pickle flavoring. Because they do have the pickle fries, which is just fried pickles, but they have a new tater tot, and they take their groovy fries and their tater tots and they put a dill pickle seasoning on it. They have a dill pickle slushy. I ain't tried the slushy yet. Good morning, Miss Joe. How you doing this morning? I bet it was good hanging out with family this weekend, though. I'm gonna tell you this: hanging out with your family is some of the best things. Hold on just a minute, y'all. But so anyway, so I was talking about. So I think, to me, spending time with your family is one of the best things because, and even if it's your chosen family, right? Because not everybody has good family, good parents, good siblings, and things like that. You know, some people got shit families. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes our chosen family is better than our given, right? Um, so as long as you having good times, because making those memories with people you love, no matter who it is something you're gonna look back fondly on when they're taken from you. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that's why I tell people, make those memories when the people you love, with your children, with your family, because one day that's all we're gonna have is the memories of each other, right? When our and oh, did I say hi to Mr. Get to Know, Miss Get to Know? I know I did, but um well, see, I love reading the book first and then watching the movie, but I have watched the movie and then read the book. And one thing I find about when I read versus watch, have y'all ever noticed that all books are way better than the movie anyway? Because there's a lot they can't put into movies, right? And I absolutely love Stephen King. I love Stephen King. That is true. There's a difference between family and relatives. Good morning, Miss Bambi. Oh, happy late birthday, Mr. Get to Know. I didn't get to see you on your birthday, so happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Get to Know. Happy birthday to you. Okay, you know I had to do that. You know I had to do that. No, you're all right, Miss Bambi. I understand phones be glitching. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you accidentally post stuff twice and whatnot. It's okay. It happens. It happens to the best of us, child. I've accidentally. Yeah, you're picking on me. Y'all see my husband picking on me, right? He knows I can't stand that remake. The Jeepers and Creepers remake made me so angry. I was so angry. It's still not as bad as that one movie we watched where we wasted a whole hour on it. What was the name of that movie where they cut out the skin and made it into cookies and shit? What was the name of that damn movie? Ugh, that movie was awful. Cupid, yeah, if y'all don't even waste your time, I'm just telling you. The director of it? Oh, shit, I didn't know that, Miss Bambi. Now, Mr. Christopher, you know you got family, you got chosen family that care about you here on this internet and different people that like you. Did I, I was trying to star it. They got a new star thing. See, sometimes our chosen family is better than, and there is like Mr. Eric was saying, there's a difference between family and relatives. Just that. And just like, I'll tell you this, people sitting there interviewing folks that they don't know, they have no idea if that person's telling the truth or not, and they're spreading lies. Because obviously, and it's bullcrap to bring up people's families into bullshit that they actually have a good relationship with. Yeah, I'm gonna say this. I didn't know who the director was, but the movie sucked ass. I watched it, and if I had known that he had did that, Miss Bambi, I wouldn't have watched it at all. But that movie sucked. Now I will say the New Salem's Lot was good though. The New Salem's Lot was pretty good. Oh, I know that, Mr. Christopher. But see, sometimes I'm gonna say this. Sometimes what you choose is better than what you're given. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes what you choose is better than what you're given. Some people also they end up, mending those relationships over time. Some people never do. Some people won't take responsibility for their ish. They won't stand in their ish. I'm gonna tell you something. If I ever get something wrong or I ever say something, I stand in my ish, and I'm gonna tell you either why I said it, where my thought process came from it, or if I was wrong, I'm gonna admit I was wrong. I'm not the type to try to not admit if I'm wrong because we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. We all falter. And it's technically, to me, it is a mature thing to be able to know when you're wrong. When you're wrong, admit it. You know what I'm saying? I always admit it and I stand in my ish. Now, I know not everybody in this crowd is necessarily a Christian, but for some reason, this specific Bible verse has been popping up in my feeds and all over everything I'm looking at. So I'm thinking the Lord's trying to get me to say something about it. So I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna read it. For some reason, it's Jeremiah 29:10 and 12. So I'm gonna read it, or 11 and 12. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. It's 11 and 13, my bad. Jeremiah 11 and 13. But I'm going to go from 11 to 13. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with your heart, with all of your heart. That was a Bible verse that's been popping up everywhere for me. And so I guess it was the Lord speaking to me, child. You know, he speaks to us in mysterious ways. So he telling me to pray, child. I got to pray. Hollywood is weird. I will say that. And I'm, a lot of us have different, like, some of us can sing, some of us can make cartoons, some of us are good at editing, some of us are good at, we have different, what's the word? Talents, right? I would never really want to be famous. I don't know about y'all, but me, myself, and I, because you lose anonymity. Like, you can't even go to the grocery store, you know what I'm saying? Without people like running up to you and stuff. I don't know if I'd be okay with it because I'm like one of these people, like I'm a outroverted introvert. Like, I can stand in a room full of people and make everybody my friend in a matter of 5 seconds. But I also don't like being around people. I don't know about y'all, but I'm the most outroverted introvert you've ever seen. Extroverted introvert. I can be the life of the party, the crowd, get it going, get the conversation going, but I also don't like being around people. I'm weird like that. But I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Y'all threw up some fireworks, ate some good food. Because I did. I ate me some good food. We had burgers and brats. But I'm about ready for a steak. I love steak from my head down to my feet. I'm gonna say this, that's my talent, is the fact of I'm a great conversationalist. Like, I could sit there on the phone with somebody. I was talking to Mr. Big Rig Slaps and Miss the Hood Table the other day, and we were talking about how can people stay on the phone for hours at a time. I said, well, here's the thing. If you're a great conversationalist, he's like, without dead air. I'm like, if you're a great conversationalist, there won't be no dead air. You could talk for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours if you're a good conversationalist. Like, here's the thing. Okay, if you're like, let's say I'm talking to Mr. Get to Know, right? And we've been on the phone for 3 or 4 hours. I done asked him how the family is, how his week's been, all this good, lovely stuff, right? Well, when I know things like that Mr. Get to Know really is passionate about talking about, right? Well, I'm going to start leading into those topics and get him to talk about it. Because, like when I was telling Mr. Big Riggs loves cars. So I said, well, I would get to asking you about, is there any car meets coming up? What are you doing to your car right now? Have you thought of anything special you're going to do? Let's say I was going to I had a friend who was the most introverted person you've ever seen in your life, would not speak to you, wouldn't say, hey, he would tip his head at you, right? And I knew that he loved chess and computers, right? So I got him to talking to me. Well, one of my other friends looks at me and goes, how did you get, I'm going to say a name, just a random one, so I'm going to make up one. How did you get Bob to talk to you like that? And I go, because I know what Bob's favorite subject is. And so I got Bob to talk about his favorite subject. And then we had, a conversation about it. And he talked to me for over 3 or 4 hours. And this dude don't talk to nobody. Like, nobody. Extremely introverted. That makes me think, Mr. Eric, about what you just said about the people waiting until you're done eating to take pictures of sonographs. Makes me think of Eminem's song. Makes me think of the Eminem song. Whereas I can't even go out to eat with my daughter without you. I can't take a shit in the bathroom. And it just makes me think of the Eminem song. No, and I don't owe you a fucking thing. I'm not Mr. Instinct. I'm not what your friends think. Yeah, I love that song. My tank is on empty. I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am? In the news, the papers every day, I am. Radio won't even play my jam. I love that song. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's not bad. Here's the crazy part. Steaks have done got so outrageous you can't even find certain meats in grocery stores no more. I want y'all to think about when we were kids, right? And they used to sell breakfast ham. Do y'all remember what breakfast ham was? You can't even find breakfast ham no more. Breakfast ham was it had a bone in it, and it was a big little piece of ham, and they'd sell it in a pack, and your mama would cook it up for breakfast in the morning with some eggs and shit. And you can't even find breakfast ham no more. You can't find like I was sitting there trying to find some top sirloin steak thick cut. I can't even find thick cut top sirloin in a 5 pack. You used to get everything in a 5 pack, right? Go look at that steak they put up there in the 5 packs nowadays. Mm-hmm. Go look at what they actually give you now. You can't find nothing but some ribeye. And if you do find top sirloin, which used to be the cheaper steak, right? You can't find nothing but that thin cut bullshit. All right. I want you to go really look at the steak aisle now and the cuts they selling. Do you know how hard it is to find box bacon? Back in the day, we loved that box bacon because you would get those uncut pieces. Like you would get that end piece that everybody fought over. There's a big old hunk of bacon. And it was that end piece. Y'all know that end piece they cut off that they usually try to throw away when they do them little packets or whatnot. So we would get those, and I love those. I love the box bacon because of that, because you can get those big, thick hunks of meat in it. You can't even hardly find those anymore. You can only find them at certain grocery stores. Oh, and let y'all know, anybody like Fago in here, you got Fago in your area, they coming out with like 3 or 4 different kind of uh, zero sugar Fagos for those who can't do sugar. I was just letting you know. Thank you, Mr. Get to Know, and I know you're not scared to say what's on your mind, which is a good thing. I would rather have somebody tell me how they feel and speak their piece, speak their mind to my face than talk shit about me behind my back. I'd rather you be in my face about shit to where I know where you stand. I know what you're thinking. Than sit there and be smiling. Hint, 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 hint. No, I'm gonna tell you what I think too, and I'm gonna tell you if I don't like somebody and they straight up ask me. This is something I used to tell my cousins. Me and my cousin was talking about this the other day. When we was kids, I used to tell them, I ain't gonna snitch on you. But if my mom and daddy ask me point blank period about something, I'm not gonna lie to them because I ain't never been a liar. I said, so I'm telling you now, I'm not gonna snitch you. I'm not gonna go tell on you. I'm not gonna be a tattletale and no stuff like that. But if they ask me, I'm telling because I ain't no liar. I ain't never been a liar. That's one thing I've always. It's always been a pet peeve of mine. I want you to tell me the truth to my face. In fact, I can deal with cheating above lying, and that's saying something. I can deal with a lot of bullshit above lying. Can't stand lying bullshit. You got a 5 head, maybe a 6, 7, 8, 10 head. Technically, I just did the measurement. I have a 3 head. Um, because my little forehead's only big enough for 3 fingers. I could possibly get a fourth, but it's starting to touch my hair, so that's not really. So I got a 3 head. That's where they get that from, right? You take your fingers and you put them together and you put it on your forehead, and you go from the top of your eyelashes, eyebrows, not eyelashes, and you put your fingers down, and then when you get to the point that your hand touches your hair, that's when you know, or your hairline, even if you shave your head, um, that's how big your forehead is. So that's why you see it, 4 head, 5 head, 6 head, 7 head, 8, 9, 10. Hey, but hey, this is what you tell people. I'm gonna tell you something. Always have a good comeback for an insult. If somebody insults you, I was telling this to Mr. Malik the other day. Um, when somebody tries to insult you or be a smartass, um, you know what I'm saying? Be a smartass back. Like if somebody tries to say you have a 12 head, Mr. Christopher, tell them say, yeah, I may because I got a bigger brain to think with and come back with than you do. So I'm sorry that my brain power is more than yours. I apologize that I have more intelligence. What up, the hood table? And I can hear you saying Charlie in your head right now, the hood table, or saying it out loud because I done heard you say it so many times. Girl, how you feeling this morning? Y'all stayed up late? Y'all stayed up late. Now I'm gonna tell you something, Mr. Eric. I've had a steak better than filet mignon, but I'm gonna tell you what it was. Well, they got that what is that stuff called? It's that one that's like $800 for a small little steak, a little bitty piece. Oh God, what is that stuff called? Oh, they make it in Chinese culture. Why am I not remembering the name of it? Oh my God, I hate when that happens. Damn it, I forgot the name of it. But the steak I'm talking about that I had that was better than filet mignon, it was an aged steak that some Kobe beef. Yeah, Kobe. But I was thinking about yeah, wagyu. Yeah, the wagyu, that shit expensive too. The wagyu beef and that Kobe, yeah, wagyu. That shit right there expensive as fuck. I like medium rare also or medium. I do, and I have eaten closer to rare. I don't like anything cooked over medium. If it's cooked over medium, I don't want it. I don't want it well done. Don't do that to me. It's like rubber. Don't do it. I want the pink in my steak. But I do like medium and medium rare. A lot of times I'll get medium because if you get medium rare at a lot of restaurants, it'll be rare when you get it. So I'll tell them medium, and it'll come out medium rare. I done learned that little tricky trick. I done learned that little tricky trick that if I tell them I want it medium, it's gonna come out medium rare. Cause most of them, yeah, I like the little pink and the stuff in my. It just is better to me. Now, see, Mr. Christopher, I want a little bit of heat on my steak. I want a little bit of heat on my steak. Now my burgers, I want them well done. I cannot stand the texture. I know some people like to have their burgers. I like it. I like it well. I do not like any pink or red in my burger or any. I can't stand the texture of undercooked hamburger meat. Now I know some people who like that. I do not. No, I do not. Not my hamburger meat. Mm-mm. I don't want it. I don't want it like dry as shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my hamburger overcooked, but I don't want it like the texture not to be there, if that makes sense. Like if they undercook a burger too much, the texture bothers me. It's not the taste, it's the texture. I like a medium rare steak, but a lot of times I will get medium because a lot of times they mess up. So when me and my husband would go, he likes medium. So I'll order medium too because a lot of the time one of the steaks is gonna come out medium rare. And if mine comes out more rare than his, or vice versa, I'll take the rare steak because I actually don't mind rare steak. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind it being a little more on the rare side. Um, you know, me, myself, and I. If it ain't mooing, you ain't chewing. Hey, that's a good saying, Mr. Get to Know. If it ain't mooing, he don't want it. You prefer medium well? My mama does too, the hood table. I actually got her into eating medium rare steaks. At one time, my mama wouldn't eat anything with any pink in it. But I done got to her where she's like, oh, this is pretty good. This is pretty good. I also can't stand when somebody like overcooks a steak to the point that it's like eating roast at that point. Like I'm gonna say this: when they overdo a steak, you might as well just got a roast. That's true. That's true. The hood table. It, you gotta know your burgers. You gotta know the thickness of your meat when you're grilling, whether it be steak, whatever. Now here's my question to y'all. For y'all who cook ribs, do you do aluminum foil or straight to the heat? I like wrapping them in aluminum foil first, cooking them for a little while so they get fall off the bone tender with a little juices. And I do make up my own like Worcestershire, and I put a bunch of stuff on it so there's juice in it, right? And then I take it out of the aluminum foil and throw it straight to the heat so it gets that bark to it. But that's my question for y'all: aluminum foil or no aluminum foil on your ribs? You like going straight to the heat, or do you like wrapping them first and then doing it? Because me, myself, and I like wrapping them in the foil, making a little bed for them to lay down in. Oh man, Miss Joy, this weekend we found the most amazing barbecue joint. If y'all ever happen to be in Baldwin, Mississippi, or Boonville up in that area, look for a little place called Lamar's. Woo! Lamar's is delicious. And I had me a good old pulled pork sandwich, and it was awesome. And they make their own barbecue sauce, and it was delicious. I can't wait to go back to try their fried catfish, and I want to try their burgers and their wings, and I just can't wait. That's what I do too. The hood table. I want to slow cook them with the wrap on so they get tender and they juicy. And then I want to throw them on that. I want to throw them on that heat for a little minute to get that bark, get that little char on them, get that little bark. You know what I mean? Good morning, Gemini love. How you doing? We talking about barbecue this morning because we always end up winding up on the food subject because we some hungry motherfuckers. Now y'all know I love different food, different kinds. When I do go traveling, that is one of the things I'm gonna travel for is to go to different places for different food. I am gonna be going to New York to tell y'all. In about probably we're gonna be leaving on this Saturday, Friday or Saturday or whatnot, and then I'll be back the next weekend because we going up there to help his parents get their house packed up and stuff. They moving down here. They had a house built from the ground up, so they moving down here. So I will be going to New York. Give me some good food while I'm up there. I'm gonna get me some pizza and some bagels and some good Italian food and maybe go to the deli. I don't know. Have different things up there that I necessarily can't find down here. You know what I mean? Now I had a smoker at one of my old houses, and what we would do, we would put two Boston butts and a rack of ribs or two on the grill. We'd be eating grilled food for about 2 or 3 days, y'all. Uh, and we'd smoke it, slow smoke it overnight with that smoke where it just penetrates the meat, makes it delicious. We had a big old smoker at one time, big potbelly smoker. It looks like a drum. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the best grills, I swear. Good morning, Miss Jill. Oh yeah, no. Let me tell you something, Mr. Eric. Also, if you ever go to Long Island, New York, go on over there to Teller Steakhouse. They got some of the best steak you have ever tried in your life. They do an aged beef for some of their steaks with a portobello mushroom and a red wine reduction sauce. Mm. Ooh, Jesus. Ooh. Peter Luger Steakhouse. I'm gonna have to go visit that. Hold on, let me look that up. Let me look that up. Where that at? You know I love steak. Oh, that's in Brooklyn, New York. You should try the one in Long Island. You should try the one in Long Island. It is good as hell. Mm. It's called Tellers. Teller's is good as fuck. I'm just telling you. Oh, now my babe likes getting their beef Wellington. Mm-hmm. It's called Teller's. It's a little, and you can't see me doing it. But I'm doing my fingers together. It's a little high pricey. You feel me? But it's good. Woo! I'm telling you, that's some good stuff right there. Mm, And they sell this bacon for an appetizer. It's this big old thick cut piece of bacon that they smother in barbecue sauce. Oh my god! I told him I would just go back for that and the chocolate cake because they get this chocolate cake brought in, and I think it's from uh, a bakery in Brooklyn or somewhere else, but they get it brought in every morning and it is good as fuck. It's a triple chocolate cake. Oh my god. Happy anniversary, Mr. Get to Know and Miss Get to Know, and to your mama and daddy. 48 years is a lot of years, and 18 years is a lot of years. Yeah, he's a true New Yorker. Oh, and if you have a chance to go to Francesca's on Long Island, it's just a little pizza joint. But if you get to go in the back, if you get to go in the back where they have the family restaurant, that man's chicken parmesan is the best chicken parmesan, I swear for Jesus. And he puts just the right amount of sauce on the pasta, where it's not too much sauce, but it's not enough, because I've been to places they don't give me enough sauce, and I get mad about that. I want my pasta with my sauce just right. Oh my god, he has the best sauce. I swear to God, he got it from his grandmama, and it's delicious. It's delicious. And Francesca's was actually on the show The Sopranos, or they used to come eat there all the time. He literally has pictures of them with him outside of his eatery that he used to have inside the restaurant. Miss Jill agrees with you, Mr. Eric. She said Morton's is the bomb.com. Oh, and if you own the East Coast and y'all got a PDQ, I'm jealous because PDQ is the shiznit when it comes to a chicken sandwich. If you ain't had PDQ and you run up on a PDQ, go in there and get the crispy chicken sandwich. And if you like buffalo chicken, get the buffalo chicken sandwich. But they got some good ass chicken sandwiches. And their PDQ sauce is the bomb.com. I wish we had a PDQ. It's better than Chick-fil-A. It's better than Popeyes. It's better than pretty much any of them little other places like that. Now, I will say Slim Chicken's pretty good. We got one of those. And Super Chicks was but it's good. It's not bad. It's just way overpriced for what you get. And that's why I like Slim Chickens better. And I'm gonna say something. I don't go Buffalo Wild Wings for the wings. I go to Buffalo Wild Wings for one burger they got. And they got rid of my other favorite burger, which I'm still pissed about. They had a barbecue bacon burger that I absolutely adored. I'm still mad about that shit. They took it off the menu. I'm still mad. And I ain't ate at Taco Bell since they took my favorite damn thing off the menu. So that's been 20 years ago. I refuse to go and eat anything there. They took off my half pound bean burrito, which was used to be a number two meal back when I was in high school. And you got the half pound bean burrito. I would get it without rice, and then I would get the not you get the nacho cheese and the chips with it. I'm still mad they took that off the menu. And then Chili's done changed up their menu so much I don't even want to talk to Chili's no more. I'm like fuck Chili's. They done made me mad. They done made me mad, child. I ain't never been to a Ruth Chris, Mr. Eric, because we don't have them down here. It's like some things y'all got that we got that y'all don't got. Now I will say we have Logan's Roadhouse. We have or we did have Logan's Roadhouse. They shut down our Logan's Roadhouse. We have Texas um, Roadhouse. If we have the Outback and we have the Longhorn. If you come down here and you're wanting a steak and you're in Tupelo, Mississippi, don't go. Texas Roadhouse service is sometimes okay, sometimes shit. It stays crowded too damn much, and the steaks be overcooked or undercooked. It's just Um, I've had the same issue with Longhorns. Go to Outback. Our Outback is better than the other two steakhouses. Our Outback, whoever's cooking in the back there, they own they shit. The Outback just has better food here. Just saying when it comes to like the chain restaurants. Now, I tell you places that ain't a chain. If you ever get down here, a lot of our mom and pop operations that are only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those are the places you really want to go, right? And we got quite a few of those. So if you find a joint down here that's only open on the weekend, that'll be the best food you ever ate in your damn life. They don't have to stay open through the entire week because they make enough money on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, or Friday, Saturday, and Sunday that they ain't got to be open for the rest of the week because the food is that damn good. I wish that one place by me would stay open all week because I'd be over there all the damn time. Their food's good as hell. Um, you believe some of our technically, I have it set for any. So if you do any super chat whatsoever, any of them, then it'll count. That way, because some people can't afford, $5. Some people can. Some people can't afford, and have to do $1. So, that's why I said it that way. And see what had happened was in retrospect. Good morning, Miss Danny. How you doing? And Miss Danny, I'm gonna tell you something. I think the reason they be hollering your name all the damn time and Miss Betty's name all the damn time and shit is because y'all pretty women. They be hating like hell on pretty women. I swear to God, they be hating. They always need their haterade. I ain't never had uh that Chris Ruth stuff before. Ruth Chris, my bad, because we don't have one. But I love a lot of our mom and pop operations. If you find a barbecue joint that's only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, you better go to that barbecue joint. That's going to be one of the best barbecues you ever tried in your life. In your life. Thank you, Mr. Get to Know. Facts, Miss Danny. I think that's what it is. Truly, I think that's what it is, to tell you the goddamn truth. They're the type of dudes that girls like y'all would never give them no plate, and that's why they hating so much. Mm-hmm. They hating because they remember in high school and junior high that pretty girls like y'all never gave them a second look. And that's why they hate so hard. Because I ain't no hater. If I see a beautiful woman or a good looking man, I'm gonna tell you. Even if, like, here's the thing, I'm happily married. I don't look at no other dude like that. Right? But if I know you're a handsome man, I'm gonna tell you're a handsome man. And if I know you're a beautiful woman, I'm not gay at all, but I'm gonna say you're a beautiful woman because I ain't no hater. I don't need no hateration, holleration. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people be hating. Just be hating to be hating. Because they're so unhappy. I'm happy in my life. I'm happy and content. Um, Now I'll tell the truth on a motherfucker real quick, like, and sometimes they don't like when I do that because I tell the truth and they don't like it. I'm gonna speak my thoughts and my processes if I see something that I think's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna sit there and go, "What the fuck just happened here?" I was telling Mr. Malik, I gotta tell y'all something. One of my partners over in the beef sector area, he be over in the beef sector. He and this dude wanted to meet up with him, and I said, "Don't be doing that shit." You know what I'm saying? Don't be doing that shit, and don't let your anger get the best of you on these streets. Cause People be trying to trick you out your spot, and they be trying to get you out your body so they can call the popo on you. They'll be trying to get you to do these things so that you'll go to jail because that's what they want. That's their ultimate goal. And some of these people ain't worth it. They not worth going to jail over. They not worth losing your livelihood. Then they're not worth bothering your life. It just ain't worth it. You got to count whether things are worth it to you or not. Some things to me ain't worth it. It just ain't. Yeah, we ain't. Yeah, they be overdosing on that haterade. We ain't. We ain't doing the haterade. We don't do the hateration, holleration. And I don't know why, but it just made me think about this. A dollar made me holler, honey boo boo child. Okay, I had to do it. I had to do it. I had to do it. Oh man, I don't know. I'm drinking my coffee. I have to have my coffee in the morning, child. But here's the messed up thing. Coffee really don't do much for me because of my ADHD. It don't make me wake up, nor does it make me go to sleep. I just like drinking it. You know, and I know that Miss Catherine, if she was here right now, be telling me you need to start drinking the healthy coffee, the mushroom coffee, because you know Miss Catherine be on my ass about um eating healthy and doing better for myself. Yeah, here's the thing. I only am gonna make somebody fuck around and find out if it's worth it to me. Because a lot of these people ain't even worth the time under my shoe. A lot of these people ain't worth the time for me to even give a second glance to. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even worth the scum on my shoe. Like for real, think about it. Some of those people, they not even worth it because they're a piece of shit. And Karma gonna get that ass. I'm gonna tell you something. Karma's the baddest bitch out there. And she may not hit when we think she should, but when she does grab you by the boo boo, she be bad. She be ready to hit a hoe in the head. The only thing I always pray when people I know are putting out bad juju, that when it comes back, it don't hit some innocent person. Because sometimes the innocent people around bad people get hit with the karma. You know what I'm saying? Just to set them down somewhere. Thank you, Mr. Get to Know. Did I start? Okay, I did. I was trying to make sure I started it. Because it says start. Yeah, I don't know. But I will say that they did change a little bit on here, but not much. They just changed the view a little bit. Um, so we don't need no haters trying to love one another. Oh snap, that's pretty cool. They got a thing where you can change your settings back here and turn up and down your volume and all that stuff. Cool, cool, cool. Awesome sauce. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I'm playing around, y'all, with it. I'm playing around. I'm touching all the buttons. I need to stop touching buttons. I lose shit all the time. I'm gonna tell you something. I lose my TV remote. I lose my lighter all the time. I lose my phone be right in my hand and I just lost it. Um if I have a pen and I don't keep it in my purse, I lose it. I put something up. No, you didn't miss nothing, Juicy Mr. Farm Fred. Good morning. No, Miss Jill, I'm using StreamYard. I'm using StreamYard. Hey, Happy Life. Good morning. Good morning. Now, Happy Life, I gotta talk to you for a minute, bro. You've been in some shit recently. You've been being messy as hell. I've been catching your little messy self. Oh, your weed pen shit. The only thing I'm gonna tell you, be careful with those. I've been preaching this to folks. Be careful with them weed pens, and make sure that you know, because I've had a friend of mine who literally lost their life because of it. Um, and they had to be put on oxygen. It locked up their lungs. So just be careful where you buy it from and all this other stuff. Like he was doing perfectly healthy, healthy guy, healthy life, had no problems, and he bought it from this one store. And literally within a couple of weeks after hitting that vape pen, um, he was on oxygen. Yeah, good getting it from a dispensary. That's a good deal because he got his from a country store, you know, just where they sell stuff, and it was prepackaged. And I don't know what company it was, but I told his whole family they should have did a wrongful death suit. I done told him. He was doing fine, like good, healthy as an ox, going out there getting it, working every day. All of a sudden, he got that damn vape pen, and within, I'd say, 3 or 4 days, he started getting real sick. All of a sudden, right after hitting about a day or so, maybe 2 days, and he was within a week. He was put in the hospital and whatnot, and he was on oxygen all the way up until he passed away. It made his lungs, it messed up his lungs so bad. And it was the only thing he had smoked because he didn't really smoke. He didn't smoke cigarettes. He didn't smoke anything else. He just so happened to get that weed pen because he had pain, you know, because he worked every day. And he hit that damn pen, and within a few weeks he was gone, bro. Few months. That shit fucked up his lungs and locked up his lungs and made him fill up with fluid. It was bad. I ain't never seen nothing like it. And I was like, I'm scared to not even look at one of the motherfuckers the wrong way. I'll just, if I was gonna smoke something, I'd just rather take my edibles or, you know, smoke my flower, my regular flower. But I ain't fucking with them bitches. Not after seeing that. Mm-mm. He went down quick. All of a sudden, he couldn't even walk like 3 feet without getting out of breath. It messed up his lungs bad. It caused both of his lungs to have almost like you have walking pneumonia all the time. It was rough. You're the guy that loses the phone and then uses the flashlight on the phone to find the phone. Yeah, I did that before too. It is crazy. Mm. No, happy life. I've been seeing you. I've been seeing you hit different links and stuff. I will say that it helps calm you down, especially let's say if you have like, I'm not saying you do, but let's say you have like anxiety disorder, depression, PTSD, you have ADHD, you have you know, bipolar or any of those things, right? It can absolutely, for people with those disorders, it can calm their brain down, and it can, they don't really get as high as you would think they do. They actually become, quote unquote, you can't see me do it, normal, right? It makes their brain act in a normal manner. I'm doing quotes because what is really normal anyway, right? But it makes them feel like, and here's the thing, someone with a severe pain disorder, if they were to smoke the same amount as, let's say Happy Life and Miss Tracy were both smoking together, right? And Miss Tracy has her back condition, right? Miss Tracy's not going to get as high as Happy Life does because it's just going to take away her pain. She's not going to feel the high effect. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that people with pain conditions, whether it be knee pain, leg pain, back pain, head, whatever it may be, you know, neck pain, it takes a lot more for them because all it initially does for a person with severe pain disorder is take the pain down. And I think they are fixing to legalize Mississippi. So y'all gonna hear within the next 6 months that Mississippi's gonna pass full legalization because they're already putting it up to vote with the tribes. And that's something they did in New York, if you know. They did the medical first, and then they took it to the tribes, and the tribes did a vote, and then it went to the people. and they did a vote and it went through. Mississippi's doing the same thing right now. They've been talking about it since they passed medical, which was 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, that they're fixing to pass recreational here. They want that money. They saw how much money other states were making. And Mississippi has not taken a government bailout in a very long time. Because what a lot of people don't know, when your state takes a government bailout, they have to pay it back with interest. So Mississippi like, no, we got this. We'll be all right. We're going to figure it out. Good morning, Racing. Good morning. They may consider us one of the poorest states, but you would be surprised what cars you would see down here. You would be surprised how many rich folk live down here. And I ain't talking about little money. I'm talking about big money, big bank. You know what I mean? I'm talking about millionaires and billionaires. You'd be surprised. But one of the reasons why they live here is because we do have one of the lower tax brackets also. Oh, you was just balls to the wall doing it all. You was like, I'm just gonna do it all. And now you're like, nah, I'm chill, I'm good. I ain't gotta do all that now. And I'm too old for that bullshit. I can't keep doing that bullshit no more. I think, Mr. G2K, that the mystery is solved. That God said you wasn't gonna have that much ass because your wife was gonna have it. hmm I think that's why I think God said you wasn't gonna have that much because He was gonna bless your wife with more, so you could look at it. Because you can't look at your own ass, right? So I think that's why God did that. He said, I'm gonna bless her with all that ass. All that ass inside them jeans. I'm gonna make you scream, make you scream, make you scream. I found you, Miss New Booty. Get it together and bring it back to me. Okay, sorry, I had a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna say this: that fast money and freedom. I've seen that lifestyle. I was a youngling myself at one time, and anybody that knows anything about it, who knows anything about it, you know that lifestyle only lives one of three ways, and you got lucky that you still here to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people that grew up in those lifestyles, they not here to talk about it no more. How many of us have partners that ain't here no more? Oh, you gonna start a reality show and it's gonna be called Life Starts at 50? Call it the filthy 50s, and the flirty 60s, or something like that. Good morning, blended healing love. Grand risings. Now, see, here's the thing. Now, I will tell you that falsity people were talking about good morning is not true. Morning never means the same thing as morning because I love the words of etymology. It did not start in slavery time. That word has been around since way before then, like back in when they wasn't nothing but like 10 people in a place, right? I'm just saying, like, it comes morning actually for good morning comes from the word Morgan, which stands for dawn. So when people tell you good morning, they're literally telling you good dawn. That's what they're telling you. It's a measurement of time. Look at the etymology and definition of words. I love etymology of words, if I'm even saying it right, because I always mix up the two words for some reason. I don't know why. I do that all the time. I'm gonna say this. I have a lot of I got a lot of homies that didn't make it, and I got some that did, and I still cry over the ones that didn't make it, and I still worry about the ones who did because they're still in the lifestyle. Some of them. I got an uncle, and I call him my uncle, but technically, I'm just gonna say it like this. If that uncle was in better health, there's somebody who was talking about my child not too long ago that wouldn't be here right now if he was still in good health. Let's just say it that way. He not my blood uncle. He my uncle by heart. But this man got kicked out of the entire state of Tennessee. He has two teardrops that ain't fake, baby. And when he says clack clack, a motherfucker better run. And that was my Uncle Bobby. I love that man. But he ain't in best health no more. I don't even know if he's still alive. I found him once and I lost him. Like he was family to me. I wish I still knew exactly where he lived because I'd go see him. I love that man to death. Like that man was like family to me. No, there was a thing going around about that, Mr. Eric, about good morning being racist or being putting bad affirmations over your life. Because morning, somebody mixed up the two words and thought somebody was saying good morning, like you're mourning a death. And so you were, you know, putting bad affirmation over your life. And said that it came out and da 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 da, and they didn't really do the full history, and it went around, and people thought it was the truth. And I'm like, no, if you go look it up, morning for good morning came from the word Morgan or Morgine, or however you want to say it. It's Morgen. And it actually stood for the measurement of time of dawn. So people would say good dawn to you, pretty much. But and the word basically evolved into Moring as we know it today. Mourning, as in death, is a whole nother word. That is very true, Miss Danielle. I love the etymology of words. And I love looking up like where words came from. You know what I'm saying? Where words actually came from in the book, right? Like um if you go look up like any word that you can think of, and you can go back and you can find the root word. A lot of words come from Latin, different languages, and they translated them. Aramaic, Arabic, all those other languages. They translate them when we created the English language, or when the English language. Can I speak this morning? Praise Jesus. I'm gonna need the holy water. Um, when words were transferred into the English language, some things were changed. Just like two words can sound very similar, but doesn't mean they mean the same thing. Um, just like, when we look at similes and all that other stuff, that was my favorite part of English when we were in school, was learning about, I love grammar. And also, I love the non-binary community, but y'all gonna have to not use they and them, because that stands for a group of people. You're gonna need to use I, me, and you, because those are singular pronouns that are also, um, they don't have a specific sexual orientation. Not orientation. Yeah, sexual orientation or thing mixed to it. So if, yeah, I'm sorry, my grammar side comes out so bad when I hear they them. No, use I, me, and you, because those technically are singular pronouns that do not have it's not point to any sex, anybody's biology. So I'm just saying, say I, me, and you, not they and them. They and them stand for a group. I'm sorry, but my grammar side comes out. It has nothing to do with anything else. There's no hate there. It literally comes from my grammar side going, ah! um, I grew up Pentecostal too, Miss Danielle, partially. I went to Church of Christ, Pentecostal, Church of God, Methodist, Baptist, undenominational, Southern Baptist, because there is a difference between Baptist and Southern Baptist. There is a difference. Trying to think of the other one. I've almost went to every denomination in Protestant belief. Like I've almost went to every denomination in it. Also, I have been to a Catholic mass and a Catholic um wedding. So I did get to see that. I think I have went to almost every denomination in the Protestant faith. Now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah. Which one am I missing? I know there's something I'm missing in in there's one. I know there's one or two. Let me see. Protestant churches. Just so I can know all the different ones. There's Southern Baptist, Conventional, Independent Baptist, Free Will Baptist, American Baptist, Reformed Baptist, Baptist General, Methodist. I've been to a Methodist church, Lutheran church, Church of Lutheran, Apostolical. I hate that word because I always mess it up. Uh, Lutheran church, Lutheran congregations, North American Lutheran, Presbyterian. I don't wait, hold on. Have I been to a Presbyterian church? I cannot remember if I ever been to a Presbyterian church. Church of God, Church of Christ, I've been to both of those. Um let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I've been to a Methodist. Let's see. I've been to the Church of Gods. I think Presbyterian. Oh no, I've been to the Pentecostal. Yeah. And I've been to a Seventh-day Adventist church before. I don't think I've been to a Presbyterian. No, now that I think about it. I don't remember if I have. I've been to almost every, I swear to God. You're agnostic and have your own personal knowledge of God? Yeah. And I will say this also, I think there is a difference between spirituality and religion. And as long as you believe in God, it's really all that matters because where two or more are gathered in my name, it says that in the good book. I have my own personal relationship and I don't believe in oh, my bad, Miss Danielle. Gnostic, not agnostic. My bad, my bad. Gnostic. Let me say it right. The great creator, Mr. Rubin. Now we were having this conversation over there at Miss I was over at Creole Leo Butterfly. I know y'all have seen her here in my chat. That's my sister from another mister. And we were having this conversation over there, different because here's the thing. I'm gonna break this down. I broke this down over there. If you believe in any religion, and I'm gonna say religious belief, if you break down any religious text, pretty much that believes in God, I know there is different ones. Then you believe that when you break it down to the bare bones of the book, right? It is basically the Holy Bible, and different versions of it are just a rule book on how to be a good human. Break it down to the bare bones. Bare bones. I mean, take out all the differences between all of us, right? If you break it down to the bare bones, we all believe in God, right? Now they differ on Jesus. They do differ on Jesus in a lot of the texts, but they do all believe in, God Himself. Um, and it's all a rule book on how to be a good human and be good to one another. Yeah, basics instructions before leaving. Yep, that's what Mr. Rubin. You should have been up there. You and Miss Creole Libra Butterfly would have had a great conversation, in my opinion, about it. Um, because that would have been awesome. But we were basically having, different conversations on. Because here's the thing: we're all adults, right? We can agree or agree to disagree on things. We can have differences of opinions, and that's okay, right? And like me and my friend Quay, I know some of y'all don't know Quay. She passed away before some of y'all came in here. She was a moderator of mine. We used to have religious talks all the time and debates. We had them all the time. And, we loved each other through it all. And, you know, I miss her very much so. Um, Rest in peace, Quay. I know you up there in heaven with God and Jesus, and I know if anybody made it up there, baby, you did. You was messy, and you would cuss a hoe out in a minute, but I know you up there. We don't need no hater trying to love one another. I don't know why, but that song right now is like totally stuck in my head. I can't get you out of my head. Well, what is your religion? I'm curious about it because here's the thing. I think all of us can learn, and me, myself, and I consider myself like I don't go to secular churches. I don't. Because a lot of churches that I find have false prophets, and I refuse um, to be there if it's a false prophet. I'm not. Beware of false prophets, for they are many. And the blasphemy and sometimes the things that happen there, I'm not into that. So I'm also not going to judge them, but I'm not going to be there myself. Um, and in today's world, I see a lot of that. So I decide to worship God my own way. Now, one of my friends at one time, he's not anymore, but he was a Satanist. And a lot of people don't understand that religion and they think they actually worship Satan. They don't. They worship themselves as gods. Yeah. I've had friends that are pagan. I've had friends that are all different belief systems. Um, I love them no matter what they choose to believe, no matter what they, politically believe. I love a person because of how the person treats me. If you're good to me, I'm good to you. If you're an asshole, I'm going to be an asshole back. See, that's the only thing I couldn't get behind, Mr. Eric. I believe God forgives if you ask and you actually change your behavior. I believe that you can always come back to him. That he has his you know how we love our children? How when we love our children, we love them unconditionally. No matter what our children do, we still love them. That's the way that I view God's love towards us. Sorry about that. My mama wanted help doing something. Y'all know we got to help the old people. They don't understand. You know, posting stuff to Facebook or, you know, taking care. They don't know how to do. What do you call that? Technology sometimes. Good morning, Snooks. How you doing, beautiful? Oh no, see that's the thing. I too know that there is a devil, Satan, or whatever you want to call him, um, because there's always good. It's just like here's the thing: there's always good, there's always bad, there's always evil, there's always you know, goodness, right? Um, just like with there's a balance in life. There has to be bad to be good. There has to be happy to be sad. There has to be anger to be. You know, there's like it's like the pendulum when we look at it. Or the scales. Let me use the scales. The scales is better. It's in the center most of the time, right? But then sometimes good outweighs bad, and bad outweighs good. Evil outweighs good. Sadness, happiness. You know, it's all on a scale, right? And depending on what you are going through at that moment, it can swing one way or the other. And there always has to be a bad for a good, right? Negative emotion versus positive emotion. You wouldn't know what good is if there wasn't bad. You wouldn't know what positive was without a negative. You have to have both to understand it all, right? Or to be able to have it all. You can't have one without the other. It would mess up the balance, right? Yeah, he's our shot caller. Wanna move on? Only Impala. Call her, get laid tonight. Swiss roll tight, got spray with ice and hit the highway. Making money the flyway. But it's gotta be a better way. A better way, better way, yeah. Okay, I don't know why that song just went through my head, but it did. Thank you, Mr. Jim Coddington, the best Jim and the only Jim that ever was, ever will be. And look, there goes Snooks getting it. What? Oh yeah, it always says to wear your armor too. I'm gonna tell you something. God is my armor, and Jesus, I'm covered in His blood. I'm good. So when people try to do bad and harm to me, I know that my God has got me. Ain't nothing they can do to harm me, cause I'm covered, baby. I'm covered in the blood. Okay, I just did my Jesus thing, but anyway. If you have the protection of God, ain't nothing that no man on this earth can do to you because he can't put a chink in your chain and he can't break your armor. Yes, yes, Mr. Rubin, I put on the full armor of God and can't nobody shoot through that, baby. And what God has for me, nobody can take from me. And what God didn't mean for me, he took it away anyway because I didn't need it. Sometimes we pray for things we don't need and God knows better than we do. We be thinking we need it and want it. Some of God's greatest gifts is unanswered prayers. Because some of us think we want something and we be praying for it. And God said, no, no, homie, you don't know what you praying for. You really don't want that. You think you want that. And then sometimes he does answer and give it to us. And then we like, damn, shit, I should have listened to you, God. You know what I'm saying? I did some dumb shit. Sometimes he got to set us down too. He got to humble us. Hey, street poet. Sometimes he got to humble us. You know what I'm saying? He got to sit us down, make us sit smooth the fuck down, cause he know that we on some F shit. He know we ain't doing right. And he's like, sit your ass down. I told you I'm gonna humble you today. Sometimes he be setting us down because we be moving too fast and too much, and he knows better than we know. Sometimes he got to spank us a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because we be bad cheering. The way I look at it, I'm going to tell you, this is just my personal opinion. God, I think, looks at us like we look at our own children sometimes. You know how you be shaking your head at your kid when they doing dumb shit? You know they doing dumb shit. I think God be up in heaven sometimes just looking at us going, you know better than that bullshit. You being messy. I caught you being messy. Sit your little tail down. Told you to sit over there in that corner. Sometimes he and his plan is better for us than what we know. We think we know what our plan is. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, sometimes it ain't little spanking. Sometimes it's life changing revelations. But I'll tell you what, he ain't never let me down. He's always beside me and walking with me. Anyway, but sometimes we need those life lessons. That's true. And see, everything good and bad, whether it happens in your life, it changes you for the better. It teaches you a lesson. Sometimes he sets us down. But see, everything that happens in your life, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, it teaches you a lesson. It molds who you are. Everybody's trying to be unique nowadays. You don't have to be unique. Oh, hey, racist stars, did I say hey? I think I did it, but my ADHD. I just got to make sure. Um, and it teaches us who we are. It molds us into who we are. And you're already uniquely you. There will never be another Danielle in this lifetime that is exactly like you, who acts like you, who talks like you, who thinks like you. There will never be another Snooks in this world. There will never be another Mr. Ruben Sanchez in this world. There may be somebody that looks like you. Hell, you can be identical twins and not be exactly the same because your life lessons and the things you go through is what turns you into who you are. So, and every one of our experiences is different. Even if we have similar things or similarities, it's not exactly the same. And it's not supposed to be. That's what makes each one of us uniquely amazing. And we are perfect the way we are because God didn't make a mistake when He made us. I will say this the thing about it, Miss Danielle, if it was always good, you wouldn't know when something great happens, right? If think about it like this, if we were all cookie cutter cutouts, right, and all exactly the same, wouldn't this world be boring as shit? Also, if you didn't have good people in this world or bad people, and it was just a baseline, wouldn't it also like you have to have both? It's like I've said the pin the scales, right? You have to have a little bit of both. Then you have a person that's in between. See, that's what I'm saying. Like a person can look like a person, but it doesn't. You can look exactly the same, be identical twins. That doesn't. Those two identical twins are going to be different. They're going to be different because their life experiences and things they go through are different. They can be completely identical from birth, look exactly the same, but they're still going to be different people with different personalities and different things because of the stuff they go through. I got twins in my family that are identical, and you can tell them apart, but when they start speaking and when they start talking, um, because they both had different life experiences. When they were younger, it was harder, but um, you know, we had a set of twins in my graduating class, and they were identical and whatnot, and you could tell them apart. Thank you, Mr. Jim Coddington, the best Jim. Oh, and look, the church lady got it. Uh-oh, my sister, the church lady. And here's the thing I will say, there's certain people that all of us wish we had never met in our life, or they did bad things to us and stuff like that. But if we didn't, would we have learned how terrible people really can be? Right? We learned something from that, even if it's a bad experience. I wish we could do without those low frequency people also in some ways. And sometimes some of us regret even meeting certain people in our lifetime, right? But if you didn't know and you run up on somebody like that, right? Then you wouldn't know how to deal with them now because you've dealt with someone so evil, so bad, right? You know to stay clear from, like, you see the red flags now before they even start because you've already seen it before, right? So you know to stay away from people like that. Because of those evil people, now you know the red flags. You know what to look out for. Like that kind of person, you know what I'm saying? I don't need to be around. So even if they did bad things or they're terrible people, and there are terrible people in this world, they're just awful people, they still taught us a life lesson and taught us not to put up with motherfuckers like that. Right? I do think about that, Mr. Rubin, sometimes, about how sometimes I think that God cries when we do really messed up shit and when we disappoint him. It's just like the way I look at it is like how you are with your children, is like when people are how they are with their kids, right? How dads are with their kids. The most hurtful thing that a father can say to a kid is, I'm disappointed in your actions. I'm disappointed in you. And I think there are times that God looks at us and says he's disappointed us. And we know we disappointed him. You know what I'm saying? We know we did it. We know he shakes his head at us. I think sometimes he laughs at our dumbasses too. I think him go, there goes that dumbass doing that again. You know what I'm saying? And he's shaking his head. I think they'd be up there in heaven laughing at us for being stupid sometimes. And I think the way that God loves us is just the way we love our children. When you looked at your child in the eyes for the very first time, the love that you felt for them was ungodly. You can't explain it to another person. And how it fills your body and how you feel that love and that connection, right? And I think that's the way God looks at us as his children. And the way that we love our kids unconditionally. I think that's the way God loves us. Now, sometimes he's disappointed us. Sometimes he don't like us very much. Because you can love somebody without liking them. I'm going to tell you that. You can love somebody without liking them or liking their behavior, right? You can still love them. And I think that's what God looks at us sometimes. He loves us no matter what, but sometimes he don't like us very much. And he knows we're not on a good path. and he's shaking his head and he's disappointed in us when we doing bad actions, and we ought to know better, but you know, sometimes he gives us those life lessons and smacks us upside the head so we can learn better. Don't it though, Miss Danny? Miss Danny, my son's name is Alex, and I'm gonna tell you something. I had a cousin named Damien. But my son, when I looked at him for the very first time in his eyes, the feeling that washed over me, I can't really explain. The love that I felt for him in that moment and all the way to this day. And now I look at him and I see the man he's turning into, and I couldn't be more prouder. But it also trips me out because it seems like time has went by so fast. So fast. I blinked and he's a man now almost. I blinked. You know what I'm saying? I blinked. And all of a sudden now he's fixing to be a grown man. And I ain't ready for it. I ain't ready. I'm not ready yet. And I know that I'll probably never be ready, but I have to let him go out in this cold world. I have to let him experience. And I just have to be there to catch him if he falls. You know what I'm saying? I know that's all that I can do. And pray that the teachings that I've taught him and the things that I've instilled in him, that he does it when he's out there. And I know I'm gonna tell you something, Miss Danny. I understand feeling bad about it, but you really shouldn't, because at that time you were in a different place than you are now. And thank God that you did choose to keep him. Let me ask you this. Do you have pets though that you consider your babies, Mr. Rubin? Do you have dogs, cats? Because that love can be the same. You can have unconditional love for an animal also. Because I'm gonna tell you this, the way that I love animals, I look at my babies as my innocent little cherubs, my animals. I know that's the way I feel, Miss Danielle. I totally like feel that 100%. It's like you're sad, but you're happy at the same time. And yeah, you can flip that around, Mr. Rubin, is saying that how. Let me ask this: your parents, do you love them unconditionally? Because that's the same feeling. The feeling that you have towards your parental figures usually is the same feeling they have for you. It's unconditional. Oh, racing, I done heard all about it, trust me, from my friends and my mom and daddy when they talk. I'm going to tell you something. My mom and daddy let my kid get away with murder. I'm just going to say it. If I did half of what he does sometimes with them, I'd have done got in trouble. But no, he's the grandbaby. He can do anything he wants to do. You ever notice that grandparents let the kids get away with everything? Like if we so much did a quarter of what they did, we'd have been in under the ground. But no, Mr. Rubin, I didn't know you didn't have kids because I don't know why I should not assume that every person has kids. I made an assumption which made an ass out of myself. See, there me go admitting when I'm wrong and standing in my ish. See, the feeling you have for your mom is the same feeling she has for you. Loving her unconditionally, you have given unconditional love. Because there's a lot of people out here who don't have kids but have kids. Like my Mimi has never had a kid, but she has a lot of kids, if you get what I mean. She shows that unconditional love all the time. She may have not have had any physically herself, but she got some. She got a lot. My Mimi has like a bunch of kids. She just, you know, she had none naturally herself. But that don't mean she ain't a parent. Hey, Miss Jessica Lynn, happy having a good day too, love. And if you have a dog or a cat or an animal that you love and you're showing them unconditional love, you're showing the same thing because pets are just like children. They're like 2-year old little kids all the time. And it's the same love. Because some people may not have children, but if you got pets, you got children. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that one day right there. Every time. When you have cats, when you have puppy dogs, it's the same thing because you got a kid that'll never grow up there. Oh, it's already 90 degrees over here in Mississippi. Damn. Gonna be hot as hell today. It gonna be hot as hell. Because you got to think, y'all, our 90s and 80s is different than some of these other cities and stuff because we got that humidity that's a bitch. See, that's why some people, I'm going to say, are not meant to have kids because they're meant to be pet parents or adoptive parents or to help others in their lifetime, other children that come to their life and to guide them, to be auntie and uncles to kids that need them. And sometimes that's why I think they don't have kids. Like my Mimi, she had no natural children of her own. But how many kids did she help raise? How many kids did she help through their lifetime? You get what I'm saying? So I believe some people, there's a reason for it. Hey, Shaker, Shaker, Shaker. I hope Mr. Malik listened to you, Shaker, when you was telling him what you was telling him the other day. You need to listen. Stop letting these people get him out of body. They ain't worth it. Some folks just ain't worth it. They're like they just ain't. Hey, Roddy Love. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna cook today, cause I don't know yet. Oh Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna cook today. I don't really want to cook, but I know I gotta cook, and I know I gotta figure this shit out. Man, I'm hoping we could have stayed in the 70s and just like, I don't want the 90s. It's too hot. Return to sender. I'm gonna say this, Mr. Rubin. Even if you try not to get attached, you still gonna get attached. Even when you try not to, I do the same thing. I be trying not to get attached, and I still get attached because I just got that heart. And I know by speaking to you, Mr. Rubin, you got that heart. You got that heart. You know what I'm saying? You got a big old heart on you there, old man. I'm gonna call you that. I think you may be older than me. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll be 38 my birthday. I think me and you ain't too far apart in age, actually, if I'm not mistaken. I think all of us are around about. That is true. Yep, could do that. That would be a fast, easy one. Yeah, can make some spaghetti. Spaghetti easy to make. I gotta go use my water pick in a minute, cause and do my mouth rinse. My my jaw's almost healed, but sometimes I still get a little pain in it. Oh, you 45, Mr. Rubin, so you older than me. Yeah, I won't be 38 till my birthday. Um, just by a little bit though. It's not like you're too much older, you know. Uh, but I just see it in you, so I can call you old man if I choose to. Ha ha ha. Just joking. Nicknames. I do that sometimes. Uh, but you can tell it from your spirit, like when you speak. You know what I'm saying? You can feel it from you that you have a big heart. And sometimes that big heart can get you in trouble. But then also, I feel that you're the type of person that if somebody pissed you off, you could also turn real cold too and be either the best person they ever met in their life or the worst. You get what I mean by turning off that emotion like, fuck you, ho. Um, you know what I mean? Like, I'm done. When I'm done, I'm done. And I think I think you can be a very forgiving person on some things, but if you absolutely done with a person, it's like F that person. You know what I mean? But I also see you with it. You have a lot of wisdom, Mr. Ruben, and you have a lot of wisdom to share with people. And I'm still gonna be on your butt about I want my nighttime reading stories. Like you could read me a children's book and I'd be straight with it. I don't care. You could read creepy pastas. I don't care. Um, I just love your voice, and I think that you just have that voice. You should totally do a channel. I know. You really don't do a YouTube channel. But I'm just saying. How many of us in the crowd, and I bet I could get a show of hands, would listen to Mr. Rubin read you a story at nighttime? I know I would. My hands in the air. It's Miss Danny with me. It's more like when I get feelings, or certain, like I just from talking to a person or like hearing their voice, I sometimes get like feelings, on how a person, you know, is. Like I can feel it in their spirit. It's weird. I can't really explain it. See, Mr. Rubin, everybody's saying that they want you to do a channel where you read us bedtime stories. Just saying. I'm gonna be on that until you eventually do it. And then you're gonna like blow up and like have millions of subscribers all of a sudden out of nowhere just from people listening to your story you read us stories. Cause your voice is just you just have one of those voices. It's just a good voice. Right? Some people have that relaxing quality to their voice. Some people are just funny and stupid like me. Hi. Hi. I know, right? His laugh is super contagious. He could totally tell us dad jokes too. Think about that, Racing Stars. He could do a live where he just reads like dad jokes to us and we would probably laugh our asses off. That is true, Miss Danielle. I've always been able to like read stuff. Like I'm gonna say this. There's certain people I get bad feelings about. And they're not even trying to show their bad side. They're trying to hide it from me, right? But I could just feel it coming off of them in waves. And there's certain people that just drain my energy and I can't be around them. They're not for me. You know what I'm saying? And if I get a bad feeling, I ain't messing with that person. And I've gotten that about a few folks. Ooh, 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 we gonna get him to do it. I'm gonna pick the story, y'all. I'm gonna send it to him. I'm gonna figure out a way to get it to him. If I have to send it through Watcher to somebody else, to somebody else, to somebody else, if I have to send it to Twin Mama so Mr. Rubin can get it, I swear to God, I'm gonna find a story and I'm gonna send it because I want to hear him read me a story. Reddit has a lot of stories. I listen to a lot of the no sleep Reddit stories. I don't know about y'all, but um, I think Mr. Rubin would be awesome in that genre. If y'all ever watch those channels, I don't know if y'all watch them, but I watch them every night before bed. I know, right? He just made my whole day. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get him a story so he can read it to me. I just want him to read me a good night story. Once upon a time, there was this evil piece of shit. We all hate him. The end. And and the horse he rode in on. But anyway, that's a good story, ain't it? Oh my God, Miss Daniel, I ain't read that book in so long. If you give a mouse a cookie, I liked that book when I was little. Actually, one of my favorite books when I was little was the original Ugly Duckling, the original Moby Dick, and Island of the Blue Dolphins. I loved Island of the Blue Dolphins. That was a really good book. And Bridge to Terabithia was better in the book than the TV show. I love reading. That's another thing. Like I keep books on my bedside table. I read when I'm going somewhere or something. You'll catch me. I have a app on my phone that I read from. It's called Wattpad. Um, I read all the time. Like reading is a passion. The Pokey Little Puppy. Oh, the one about the monsters when we were little. And do y'all remember the one with the caterpillar, where the caterpillar growed and like turned into a butterfly and all this other stuff? Yeah, I forget some of the name of them books, but there was a bunch of little where the monster something monsters. It was a uh children's book when we were little. What was the name of it? Something. Oh, this the very hungry caterpillar was one of them. I just looked up children's books so I could try to find that dang book's name. Oh, where the wild things are. Charlotte's Web, obviously. I love that one because it had my name in it. And I had people call me that when I was little, and I actually met a girl in college with that name. It's crazy. It was awesome though. First time I ever met another Charlotte in my life. It was like awesome. And one of my favorite things when we were little and they would put on the TV, um, I wish I could find one of the episodes. Like conjunction junction, what shall function? I don't know why that still sticks in my head to this day. Um, the reading rainbow, all that other stuff. Conjunction junction, what shall function? I'm gonna find that. Schoolhouse Rock. That was the name of it. Oh snap! I found Schoolhouse Rock, y'all. I found it. I found it. We're gonna bring it back. We're gonna bring it back. I'm gonna play this even if I get got. Um, I'll just have to edit it out. But we gotta listen to this. Bring back some old memories. Thank you, Mr. Jim. And look, Miss Stiffy got it. I love when you're long winded. Don't be apologizing. Oh, I remember the band Kitty. One of my friends from high school, absolutely loved that band. That's what she said to me when she first met me too. She loved that band. She absolutely adored them. Uh, and she's the one that really got me into Orgy, the band Orgy, and that was one of her other favorite bands. She loved Orgy, and I got into their music because of her. And of course, we both loved Evanescence, but Amy Lee is awesome. We're going to share screen. And we're gonna watch this because I just want to bring back old school memories right now. It's gonna be awesome.
Junction, junction, what's your function? Hooking up words and phrases and clauses. Junction, junction, how's that function? I got 3 favorite cars that get most of my job done. Junction, junction, what's their function? I got and, but, and, or, they'll take you pretty far. And that's an additive, like this and that. And then there's but. That's sort of the opposite. Not this, but that. And then there's or. O-R. When you have a choice, like this or that. And but and or gets you pretty far. Junction, junction, what's your fun?
I don't know why, but I just had to. Hey, church lady. Oh, Mr. Jim bought a membership, and you got it. You got one of the memberships because Mr. Jim, the best Jim, the only Jim that ever was, that ever will be. You got one of the memberships. Hey, church lady. I don't think you could, like, here's the thing. And you saw Coolio and Cottonmouth Kings. Girl, you went to a good concert, Miss Danielle. But I don't think anybody could ever get tired of you talking, Mr. Rubin. I'm just saying. You're gonna write a story about a whale who got lost in the ocean. And here's the thing: just keep swimming and swimming and swim. Did he take a wrong left turn at the at, at 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 the blue before the blue and the other blue part of the water? uh, yeah, you never know. That might already be a book. Let me look that up. How the shark got lost in, or the whale, my bad. Lost in the ocean. Well, I don't children's book. Book. Nope, there's one called The Lost White Whale by Hannah Gold. I think they already got a book. The Lost Whale called by Hannah Gold. But you know, did he take a wrong? He took a left. He took too much of a right turn and then a left turn, and he messed himself up, man. Oh, do y'all remember the little cartoons they used to show in church when you was little kids and you had movie day? I remember those little cartoons they used to show us and read the little books of Noah's Ark and all that other stuff. Yeah, somehow he went by the wrong cactus, and then he went around the wrong rock, and now he can't find his way back. That's what had happened was. See what had happened was, in retrospect, he took a left by the wrong cactus, and he was supposed to take a right by that other cactus, and so he was walking through the hot desert all day, and then the end. Then he found a water hole, and he turned back the other way, and he found where he was going, and the end. Well, technically, if he got lost in the desert, he might not be alive no more, and passed away or whatnot. So the end. I'm just saying that would be a very short book if it was real life. Be a very, very short book. Oh, the song that I was thinking of at Watchers the other night was The Crazy Lady of Shady Lane. The crazy lady of Shady Lane. Me, oh my, oh, what a girl. I was thinking of that because of because she said that, and I was thinking of that, and the reason I was thinking of that was because I was thinking it's the naughty lady of Shady Lane. You know the song from Crybaby. That's why it came to my brain. But technically it's sung by the Ames brothers. And I may have to cut this out of the video because they try to get you music, but this is the song that I was thinking of that Watcher should totally. I'll tell her if it gives me a strike or anything, or not a strike, but I have to cut it out or anything, because if this it does it, then she show needs to put this on her show. This would. Wouldn't that be great though? Like I don't know why the other day that made me think of Watcher. And I told her if I ever meet her, I'm literally going to sing that song to her. The naughty lady of Shady Lane. Me, oh my, oh, what a girl. She has the talent in the world, y'all. She really does. Motherfuckers be watch her. I'm like, damn, you keep Watcher's name so much in your mouth. You should pay her. You know what I'm saying? You keep her name in your mouth so damn much. Shit. You love the taste of it, don't you? Like some people just be putting people's names in their mouth so much. It's like, is that the only name you know? Yes. That was the song though. That was the song from Crybaby. It was on the part where the boys were singing that to the blonde-haired girl Allison, who was in love with Crybaby Walker. It was those three boys were singing it, trying to shame her and shit, because they were little assholes. But my favorite song from Crybaby, besides that, was "Please, Mr. Jailer, let an honest man go free. You can look into his eyes and see the only thing he's guilty of is simply loving me. Please, Mr. Jailer, let an honest man go free." I like that song. I like that song. I like that song. Okay? That's just, I don't know why, but I just like that song. You know the little putty punk boy? Mm-hmm. Are you talking about the one that wore this pencil skirt? I forgot her name for some odd reason. I love that damn movie though. Now the one who plays yeah, she was real pretty. What was her name in the movie? I'm trying to remember her name. She played Wanda. Wanda, yeah, the one that played Wanda. Mm-hmm. I might have to go watch Crybaby again. I love that movie. The one that played Wanda was named Tracy Lords. That's the actual actress. And she still look good for her age too. She do. My favorite person on Crybaby, I like Pepper. I liked the one that played Ricky Lake, Pepper, which was his sister, and I liked Hatchet Face. Everybody be hating on her, but like I liked how she was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be me. I don't give a damn. I just love that movie. I love that movie. Oh, Jessica, Miss Jessica, you gotta watch Crybaby Child. You gotta watch that movie. You got to. It's good movie. I think if I just found, and I think I did find the whole movie, I'll share this link with you so you can watch it for free for the free 99, because you know we all love the free 99, right? If all these damn ads will stop, shit. How many ads they gonna share? I mean, like 15 different ads. Swear to God. Just roll down my eyes. Hold on, let me get this. Copy this link. I found it, y'all. You realize. I found the whole movie. I just posted the link to it. That is the link to the entire movie for Crybaby for those who ain't seen it. You got to watch it because I'm going to tell you, it was the first time I fell in love with Johnny Depp. Second time I ever fell in love with Johnny Depp was What's Eating Gilbert Grape. I'm just saying, I love that movie. Millennium from Outcast. Let's see. It's the 12th track from Outkast's 1996 album, ATL Leans. A main theme of Millennium is how, even though we are part of a grander universe that is all around us, we define ourselves. I'm reading something for you on that. Um, we define ourselves with our own possessions. My favorite song um, of all time, one of them, is Where's the Love? Where's the love, y'all? I don't know. Where's the peace, y'all? I don't know. People killing, people dying, children hurt, and you hear them crying when you practice what you preach. And don't you turn the other cheek. Father, Father, help us. Send some guidance from above. So people got me questioning. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? The love, the love. I love that song. Absolutely adore that song. What's up, son? I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Woo, I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry. I apologize a trillion times. I love that song. Y'all know that he was talking about when he's talking about Miss Jackson. He was talking about um oh, she's the one that says you better call on Tyrone to come get your call. Oh, what is her name? Erica Badu's mama. That's who he was talking about. That's who he was talking about. When he was talking about, sorry, Miss Jackson. Ooh, I am for real. He was talking to Erica Badu's mama when he was singing that song. Beanie and June was a good one too. Or however you want to say her name, Joan, June, whatever. I'm gonna be watching Sinners too. I was supposed to watch it Saturday, ended up watching New Salem's Lot, but I'm gonna be watching Sinners too. I can't wait to watch it. Now I will say, if you have a chance to watch the New Salem's Lot, it's pretty good. Thank you, Mr. Jim Cottington, the best Jim, the only Jim that ever was and ever will be. Let's see who won that membership. Harley motherfucker Davidson. You won that membership, baby. Thank Mr. Jim Cottington, the best Jim, the only Jim that ever was and ever will be. He pronounces it like June. Okay. Okay. Your brother scared you go do some hoodoo voodoo on your ass. I don't think so. I think you're spiritually sound enough that ain't nothing could be touching you. You know, when you're spiritually sound, ain't nothing nobody else can do to bother your spirituality or your rightness with God or Jesus. Jesus is my homie and we talk all the time. I got him on the main line. I got Jesus on the main line, y'all. That my homie. Well, as he should be though, as you being his sister. Now, one of my favorite I have a couple of musical movies that I absolutely adore. I love all the music from The Color Purple. There ain't a song in that I don't like. Um, there's a movie called Rigoletto, but I like the 1996 version of it. I love the movie Rigoletto. Um, Little Shop of Horrors. My mom and daddy absolutely hate that movie because I played it so much as a kid. Um, they absolutely hate it because of me. Um, I wrote them on that movie. I really did. I would watch it over and over again and sing all the songs. Cry Baby, that's another one, obviously, for me. I sang all the songs and knew everything about it. I almost burnt Jurassic Park because I watched it so damn much. Tremors is one of my favorite movies. I have a lot of favorite movies now I think about it. I'm the youngest child, church lady, so you can imagine what. Yeah, I caught the baby in the family thing. You know what I mean? Funny part, on one side of my family, I'm the youngest altogether, and on the other side of my family, I'm the next to oldest, which is crazy. It's supposed to be an extreme sour, but it ain't. Yeah, but for some reason, with the hole in my mouth, it went to burning my yeah, yeah. I got they got a new kind of Powerade out. It's called Extreme Sour. They have a cherry one, a grape one, and I forgot what the other flavor was. But I got the cherry because I like cherry. It was orange, cherry, and grape, I believe. But I like cherry, so I got the cherry one. That had a blue one, I would have got it, but they didn't. And when I got my tooth out about 3 days afterward, I tried to drink it and it set my mouth on fire. It's hardly sour. It's true. It's hardly sour. But it did set my mouth on fire though, so I ain't drinking it while I still got this hole in my damn mouth. Not until it's healed. That was awful. I ain't doing that again. I am for real. Now I'm gonna have to go listen to that, church lady. You done got Sorry Miss Jackson stuck in my head. Never meant to make it out of cry. I apologize a trillion times. Ooh, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Now that song's stuck in my head. Thank you, but it's a good song to have stuck in your head, so it's not a terrible song. It's not a bad one. It's not like you got the song that never ends stuck in your head, or I can't get you out of my head. Boy, your loving is all I think about. Doo, doo, doo. Yeah, there be some songs that just get stuck in your head and you're like, please God, take it out of my head. I can't take this song no more. I can't take it. Y'all going to casino and leaving me behind? Y'all know what's messed up. I ain't never been to a casino before. I've been to a bingo hall and pretty much played something similar to slots there, but I ain't never been to a casino because the closest ones we got is down in Philadelphia. And when I went down to Philadelphia, I was young, so I went to the water park. They didn't let us go to casino, obviously. So I ain't never been to casino because I had a kid, And on my 21st birthday, I spent it with a cake and my 1 year old. Well, this would be 1 year old. So when I turned 21, a few months after I turned 21, my son turned a year old because I found out on my 20th birthday I was pregnant with him. So I've been busy raising a kid most of my life. Yeah, we don't have really close casinos by where I live because the only ones we have in Mississippi are down south Mississippi. I hope, Stiffy, when Jesus take me on home, that I am coming and going at the same time. I'm just saying, or I pass away peacefully in my sleep. But I want to be coming and going at the same time. I'm going to hell. See, I got pregnant on my 20th birthday. I found out I was pregnant on my 20th birthday. So I had he was 8 months old by the time that, I turned 21. So I found out 3 days before my 20th birthday that I was pregnant. And then I found out, and then he was born in January, but his due date was in April. So he was born January of that next year. I found out in August I was pregnant with him, and by January he was born. And my son was an extreme micro preemie, so he's a miracle to be here in the first place. They were worried his lungs wouldn't be fully developed and all this other stuff, and all these health conditions they thought he might have had, but he didn't. Thank you, Jesus. And he is doing well. He has mild cerebral palsy, which for him does not affect his mental. That's where a lot of people mix up. They think that every person with cerebral palsy has mental deficiencies or abilities, or however you want to say it. My son does not have a mental disability. His is all physical. Basically, it just affected his legs, partially his hands, but more so his legs, where he had a stiffness in his legs. But after surgery, he's doing good. He has a mild limp on one side. But other than that, he's doing great. When it comes to brilliance, he's smarter than most people I know. I be asking him stuff. Shit, he knows more than I do. He wants to go into robotics and shit. He too smart for his own damn good. They have that down in South Mississippi too, church lady. The casino has it to where the kids can play in the in the arcade part. I mean, that's all we can. That's all we can hope for is that our name is written in the book. Which all of our names are written in the book of life. It's just whether we get to that other part. Oh, mine's been into that too, Miss Danielle. And the Cthulhu's mythos, I know everything about H.P. Lovecraft. Everything. And he'd be telling me about Greek mythology, and he'd be telling me about quantum physics and all this other stuff. And I'm like, I love you, but my brain is like not that brilliant. I'm smart, but not that smart. Like you on another level, homie. Yeah, I heard they got some good ass all you can eat buffets, church lady at the up there. Oh, I swear to God, my kid's political too, and he be talking more shit, knows more shit than I do. He be teaching me. Ain't it crazy, Miss Danielle, how our kids be teaching us shit nowadays? That's Miss Danielle, you just said a mouthful. That's exactly what it feels like. It feels like you getting stoned and you ain't stoned because your brain is like, what? When your kid starts talking about really, really smart shit, sometimes it feels like you like. Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. I'm a highly intelligent person, right? And sometimes our kids can make us feel like such dumbasses. I swear to God. Like sometimes he made me feel like I ain't got an IQ 1, and I know I got a lot of it. And I'm like, you made me feel dumb as hell. like, like, swear to God, hand to the Bible. Hand to the Bible. Sometimes he made me feel like a dumbass. Oh man. Speaking of, every time I think of Mr. Rubin, I be thinking about the pool because he was talking about that a couple weeks ago. I need a swimming pool so bad because it's hot as hell here. A swim pool would be awesome right about now. Just be in the cool water. I just want to jump into a swim pool. Stevie like, I'm a motherfucking genius up in this bitch. Why do I hear that? Like Stevie, the way Stevie saying it is like, I'm a motherfucking genius up in this bitch. I actually bought my dog a pool because he used to love getting it off. I had a lake at my old house. He loved swimming in the lake, right? But um it came to a point that I had to put him on a chain until I got my fenced in backyard. And I was thinking about buying him a little kiddie pool. Now, in one of my old houses that I lived in when I lived in Monroe County when I was a kid, we had a cow trough. And or one, it was one. No, it wasn't a cow trough. It was one of those old bathtubs that they used to use back in the day. The metal ones that they used to put the stuff in. That used to be my dog's swimming hole. Like I would fill it up with water for them, and they would just lay down in it during the summertime. I swear to God, Miss Danielle, they be doing it too. They be correcting you on shit. You be like, "Who is you? I love you, but damn." Oh, I still have it. I still own it. That's the point. I own the land. The houses ain't worth a shit. I'm gonna have to knock them down. But the lake's still there. I still own the lake. The lake's two. It's like 3 or 4 acres. Um, and the land itself is almost when I pay taxes on it, it's like 10 acres. Half of that is a lake. So it's like 2.5 on dry on one side of dry land, 2.5 on the other. And the lake itself is almost 5 acres. Eventually, I want to build a log cabin house. I want to put a log cabin house up on the hillside on the other side. You go get you some grub. I got to get my happy butt off here in a minute. I stayed a little longer than I should have because I got to go cook and take care of people, and I got to go adult. Adulting is just it's not really worth it. I wish I could remain a kid and go back to it. Adulting sucks some days. Mhm. You have a great day, Mr. Rubin. And later you got to tell me what food you decided to get cuz I love food talk. I love my food on. I love it. I got to go my happy ass in there and cook some damn food. I swear to God. Ugh, I hate adulting. Can we go back to being kids sometimes? Like when we didn't have no worries, didn't have to pay no bills, didn't have to worry about insurance, doctor's offices, all this bullshit. Bullshit. I quit. I refuse to adult. Yes, we've been having a very great meeting of the minds this morning. and talking about many different subjects, and many different, things today. Um, but I gotta go cook, and I don't want to adult. I want to go back to being a little kid and throw a hissy fit on the floor like a 2-year old, but I can't do that. Oh snap! Oh, Miss Danielle talking dirty in the chat, y'all. Look at her talking all filthy. She talking about turkey, bacon, lettuce, tomato, and avocado croissants with some fries and some ranch and a salad. Look at her talking all dirty and stuff from Red Robin. Why do I always think, and the song run through my head too? The theme song for Red Robin just went through my head. Oh, you got mama's cooking, church lady? You got mama's cooking? Oh, 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 church lady, you know mama can cook. Oh, and I know mama threw down in that kitchen. Whoo, sweet baby Jesus. Hush your mouth. Call me somebody. She got greens, purple hull peas, barbecue ribs, and meatballs and sausages with some potato salad, some cornbread, and some strawberry shortcake. Listen to this bitch over here talking dirty. I love you. You know I say bitch with love. I don't say it in a messed up way. I love you, hoe. You making me a bitch cry. Cause you know mama threw down on that food. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. We need some prayer this morning because I'm going to need it. And because I'm going to be thinking about Church Lady's mama's food and Miss Danielle with her Red Robin and all these people with the good food today. And I'm just making spaghetti. I'm just going to be. I know. They making us broke bitches hungry. They should be ashamed of themselves. Making us broke bitches starve to death. We starving. Okay. We starving, Marvin. Okay. Just kidding. Um, they always making me hungry in the chat, Stiffy. And then somebody else was talking about some fried chicken. I'm like, oh, baby Jesus. Mm, 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 mm. I'm hungry. My mouth watering. I know that church lady's mama threw down in that kitchen too. And I know that it's going to be some good shit. They starving us, Stiffy. We're going to say some prayer. Po us. Dear sweet baby Jesus, 8-pound baby Jesus, please make sure that Stiffy gets some good food today. Little sweet baby cherub Jesus, we come to you today to say, please, Lord, get Stiffy some of that good, delicious food, and somebody make her a plate. Thank you. Okay, I said a prayer for you, Stiffy. You know that you might get a good plate of hot food today. Stiffy, if you live close, I'd be like, come get you some of the sketty, girl. I'm gonna probably do some garlic bread too, cause ooh, garlic bread. Um, so you can sop it up. You got to sop it up in the sauce. You got to sop it up. As Southerners, we sop everything up with a biscuit most of the time, or some kind of bread product. Stiffy, if you have a Cash App, could you drop it in the chat? I'm just asking. No particular reason. No particular reason whatsoever. So if y'all would like to bless Miss Stiffy today, she just put her Cash App in the chat. It's Stiffy Rabbit. To help her get some food today. Um, every little bit counts. Every little bit counts. I swear to God, it just said that you ain't even here. What? That's some bullshit. It said we can't find you. We couldn't find any matches. It said I couldn't find no damn matches. Are you sure that's the way it's spelled? Yeah, it told me I couldn't find her. I was gonna send a little something, something so she could get some food, and the dumbass thing said I can't find her. You stupid ass damn motherfucking sons of bitches. I was gonna be a blessing, and the damn thing trying to be a bitch. I don't know, cause I looked so hard. I think maybe it's a misspelling of Saint E. Like maybe, cause like if one letter's off, that's all it takes. You know what I'm saying? I did too. I did too, Miss Danny. I also like just put in stiff and stiffy and I don't want to send to the wrong person like some random ass individual. I don't know them like that. Yeah, that's why I told her. I told her to go check, see what the spelling is. Cause if the spelling ain't right, if the spelling ain't right, it won't. You know what I'm saying? Like if the spelling's off in any way, shape, or form, or whatnot. I'm gonna scan the scan bar right quick. She's got it right here on her page. Hold on, I'll show y'all the scan thing. Let me do the scan thing. See if I can find her with that. Where's that thing you do the scan thing with? Let's see. I think it's right here. Can you do the scan thing right here? Oh, hold on. I gotta find the scan thing. Oh, there's the QR code thing. Cause she got a QR code up here, and I'll tell y'all when it scans what it is. Scan a code. Yeah, I can scan it. Hold on. Let me do this. Let me show you. It is Stiffy Rabbit because I just found it, but when you go to try to research it, it just won't let you. You have to go from the scan code from her ship for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna send you something. See if you get it, Stiffy. Let me show y'all the scan code you gotta use. Hold on. Oh, I know a way to do it. Hold on, I got y'all. Try it with this link right here. Try it with that link right there. Did you get that? Did you get that, Stiffy Boo? Try it with that link right there. I just posted her link in the chat. And if not, I'm gonna do this right here. Share screen. Here's her QR code. If you scan that QR code with your phone, if you're on a laptop and you scan that with your phone, it will go directly to her stuff. And all you do to go to get the QR code to be able to scan is when you're on your Cash App, right? Go to the little icon that is your face and click on it. And then up in the right corner, there'll be a share and there'll be a little box looking thing. Click on the box looking thing and then go to scan. And it'll scan the code. It'll scan her code for you. I got you now, girl. I got you now. So maybe we could get your ass some food in your belly, girl. I may not have a whole lot, but you know, I'm not a rich person. I ain't got it like that. But if y'all could bless today Miss Stiffy's Cash App so she could get her a hot good old meal. Maybe get her a salad today from somewhere or something. But this way that people can do they do. Hey, every little bit counts, Miss Danny. That's what I did. I sent a 10 spot because I ain't got a lot. But sometimes you got, every little bit counts. Sometimes we ain't got a lot of money. We ain't rich folks like that. But every little bit counts. But no, that's the way I found it, Miss Danny. Is I went to her page, her YouTube page, and she's got it linked on her links. And I just clicked on that, and that's how I found that scan code. And then she also has PayPal and Venmo. So just saying, it's on her page. So I'm gonna share Miss Stiffy's page also. So if anybody catches this replay, because it'll be in the chat, y'all can click her link. And then y'all can find all this information if y'all want to do it later or tomorrow or whatever. Be a blessing to others on all days and today and all the time. Because, I've always found that no matter how low I thought I was having it at the time, no matter if I thought I was going to have a food in my belly or a roof over my head, God always made a plan and it always came through, whether it be through angels or something. You know what I'm saying? I know, right? I know. She may have her discoverability turned off. You can turn that off, Miss Danny. You can turn off your discoverability in your settings. Also, let me tell y'all all something. Everybody with a Cash App, I'm going to teach you a little something. I want you to go to your settings and I want you to turn it off where people cannot send you requests. Turn that shit off. Because if you don't, and you are a content creator, motherfuckers will just randomly send you request, and you can accidentally press yes, and that's all it takes to make your Cash App be in the red. So turn that stuff off. I know, right, church lady? See, God is good. God knew that we had something to spare, and He knew at that moment what needed to be done. God knew. See, I tell y'all, He makes a way even when you think you don't. He always makes a will. Where there is a will, there is a way. I have that turned completely off. You can turn off that setting in your settings. You can make sure that it is turned completely off, to where they can't do that to you. Huggies, Miss Stiffy, I hope you go get you some good food today, girl. And all that, whatnot. And let me know later if you got you a salad or what you was craving or what you got. Just because you know I love food talk. Okay? Y'all know I love food talk. But I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cook. And anybody who wants to be a blessing to Miss Stiffy, I did post her channel link. And I showed that scan code was her was for her Cash App. So if you got Cash App, maybe throw a little 5 spot. You know, every bit counts. I mean, if every one of us gave $1 or $5, she'd be eating good in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Creole Libra, my sister from another mister. You just caught me as I'm about to get off here, child. But I basically had Miss Stiffy's you know, her Cash App thing up there. We posted it in the chat. Post some more time. You know, every little bit helps, even if all you got's a 5 spot, $1. You know what I'm saying? Because if every person in the chat gave $1, that's $11 to $12. You know, so every person gave $5. That adds up. You know what I'm saying? And it's not too much from one person, but it helps, and every little bit helps. And that's Miss Stiffy's channel if y'all want to subscribe to it. You know what I'm saying? But every little bit helps. When you having hard times, every little bit helps. You know what I mean? Not all of us got a whole lot, but we got a little something. And if I live closer, I'd be like, come on over here and get you a plate, baby. Okay, boo. You can call me if you want to here in a minute, if you're free. Did you get your PIN code in yet? Did you get your PIN code, girl? If you didn't, call me, let me know. I'm going to be off here. You can call me on my phone or whatnot. Heck yeah. Oh, girl, so excited. Okay, girl, you can call me after this. I'm at the end right now, and you can call me, and I'll help you run through shit and all that other stuff. I can't wait to be your first member, baby. Because when I see that membership pop up, you know I'm going to be the one that's subscribing to your membership. I hope I get first. I hope I get first like I did with Lolo. That'd be awesome. I hope I get to be your first member. But if I ain't, you know, at least I am gonna be one. But I love y'all. I see y'all. Say congratulations to Dr. Creole Libra Butterfly, my sister from another mister, for being monetized. What? So as we end the day, let's get some congratulations to her. Let's send some love to Miss Stiffy and some prayers. And let's send some prayer to everybody in the chat. Because we all need prayer. We all need Jesus. I love y'all. Bye, my angels. Thank you.
I'm from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my hood, so love I'm gon' show from the TUBELO. I'm reppin' my hood to the day that I go.
I'm from the west side, we don't need no introduction, this was the best ride. We all big boy rolling and holding, come take a test drive. Hilldale, Evergreen, Glenkirk, Adder Street, bending every corner on the west, and that's where I'll be. Sunroof back, Captain C banging down 1800, chunking up the deuce to my post slanging down on 1800. Show no love to the ladies that's training round on 1800, making time stand still. Crystalline swinging down on 1800. Watching out for them knuckleheads that be stanging round on 1800. Big rims and low pros be blanging round on 1800. Better completely change the way you're thinking about round 1800. Really hate to see you boys get left slanking round 1800. Out of street got some history, just let Captain C lay it out. If I don't finish it all on this one, let the second verse break it out. Remember the blue apartments when OG standing back there by 60 deep. Bull walking, saw blue a big Anthony Hughes and Pee.
I'm from the TUPELO. I'm repping my